The following program is rated TV MAL, TV MALS, TV MALSV. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Front and center.
Welcome back, everybody, to This Week in Bullshit. I'm your host, Justin Proper, and with me today is Kai, and returning again as our special guest, Spencer Baculi of Bounding into Comics. What's going on, guys?
Hey, man, I'm happy to be back, and I'm happy to see Kai's properly fed.
What were you eating there?
Sushi.
Okay, that's not bad.
That's actually a pretty fancy choice.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, yesterday my friend took me out to sushi, and we came back and I made her a new resume.
Oh.
I've always made her resumes for free.
Trade.
Oh yeah, I've always done it for free. This time she's like, "Let me take you out." I was like, "All right."
You're like, I'm not gonna say no to a free meal.
Yeah, she's like, "Look up a sushi place around you." I said, "Okay."
All right.
I like where you're going here.
Oh, hold on. Apparently my mic is shit right now.
Better than like chowing down on some McDonald's.
No, not quite.
I don't even bother with McDonald's, man.
Oh, dude, I can't either. Oh, Wendy's is a different. That's like top tier.
All right, do I sound better now?
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Sometimes it does that. Sometimes it'll get my camera's mic, which is dog shit. And
dude,
then,
I hate when that happens.
It happens so many times. Yeah, it just like you're recording in the bathroom. Not this time, no. Phil says, I daisuki sushi. Okay. I don't know what that I don't know what that means.
The first time I tried sushi, I didn't like it because I went to some place that wasn't great.
I'm sorry, Nina. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry
Nina.
about that. Am I way too loud now?
No, you sound great.
No, you're good
Okay.
now.
All right. What's up, Runner? How you doing? Loud but better. Yeah, apparently I just busted everyone's eardrums. You sounded like those people calling attendance in shops.
I like that.
What's up, Brightest Day? It's good to see you, man. I think you're
What up, Brightest Day?
using your webcam mic. That's correct. Yeah, I was. Howdy.
Always the worst thing.
Justin, you sound like shit. Fix your mic. Oh, yeah, okay. You're just being straightforward. I appreciate the honesty. Oh, my gosh. Darius, thank you for the super sticker. Thank you for the popcorn super sticker. I greatly appreciate that. And then Matt Schroeder, thank you for the $1.99. What was that one? It was just nothing. He just gave me $2 and didn't say anything. Okay.
He'll come to
I'll
collect
take
later.
it.
He'll come to collect later.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Rebecca's here 8 minutes late. Yeah, a little later than usual. Yeah, I think that's about everybody who's here. Did I miss anyone? DJ D Show says late and gay. That's usually what he means when he says the rainbow emoji. What's up, John Beck? Good to see you. Did I miss anyone? No. Oh, thank you, Stone Cold Jeremy, for the super chat.
Stone Cold. Thanks, bud.
I greatly appreciate it. Hail Justin and the panel. Hail to the great people of the chat. Looking forward to another episode of This Week in Bullshit. Cheers to you, Stone Cold Jeremy, as usual. I always greatly appreciate you coming in. You don't have to super chat. It's nice that you do, but you don't have to. I'm not going to ignore you if you don't. I'll still read your comment, but I appreciate it anyway. You know, I do this because it's fun, gives me something to do on my days off that I look forward to. And honestly, it's just a good time. You know, no matter like what kind of a mood you're in, if you're in a shit mood and a great mood, you'll find something here, whether we're talking about something strange, silly, or serious. You know, you'll find something for everyone. Cheers. Okay. Liar. You know what? Brightest day. I'm going to send you the link as well, just because that was funny.
You've impressed the council.
Yes, you have impressed me. So, yes, no, but yep, you'll get a link. Oh shit, Superfan Adam Shawhan. Oh my god, I can't talk.
What up? Cheers.
Holy shit, Adam! It's so good to see you, dude. I'm gonna send you a link too.
The Doomacorn.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it. Wait, where was the Doomacorn?
Who just said that? Stone Cold Jeremy. You're a good guy, and plus I still get to troll you with the occasional Doomacorn.
Oh yeah, you do. I appreciate that, but at the same time, you made me do it. You keep making me do it, despite me not wanting to.
Right?
Fuck you, Phil. I can't English
we
today.
do this for you.
Wait, Phil, you can't English today? Excuse me. Did we not just see this a little bit ago? Where was it? Desk sushi.
Yeah, I disc sushi.
Yeah. I don't want to hear anything from your smart ass mouth, Phil. No, I don't want to hear nothing from you. No. Cannot English today. Come on, Will. No. Come on. Okay. Let's get to the first fucking story. Oh gosh. Speaking of slightly embarrassing things. Steve Kenobi, for people who don't know, is a good guy, bit of a troll, really funny. He did expose a private picture that I had sent to him of my first tattoo that I'm not going to show you. But he decided to post it anyway. So it's Popeye.
It's out there.
But with a twist.
Oh,
by the way, that's not actually me. But I think it speaks for itself.
Why would it be Popeye of all people? I just don't care.
I love that his pants are like pulled down.
And I love how the nipple is the entire pelvic region. Like, it dark, give it some detail. You know what I mean?
It's what happens when he eats it.
Right? Boing.
Oh, I know. What the actual fuck? My eyes.
Gotta have Popeye on one side and then Bluto on the other. You just gotta even it out.
It just found Justin's variant. That's a good one.
Time to eliminate him. Or is Justin gonna fall in love with him?
I mean, will I fall in love with myself?
With your, it's not just yourself. It's nipple Popeye, Justin.
Okay, all right. Are we really gonna get into that discussion? Because we already had that, and I'm like, I don't even know what to say about it. It's just like so narcissistic Loki is that he falls in love with.
Yeah.
I don't. Is this a woman or a man? It's Popeye.
It's Popeye. That's all that matters.
Oh, he meant the nipple.
Oh, the person.
It's obviously a man.
Oh, that's a guy. That's a guy. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely a guy.
A woman would not do that to herself.
Seriously.
And just a woman's nipple would not look like that. There were hairs flicking out of it.
Meat sandwich.
Gosh.
Oh, no, that's what did they call it? A cock meat sandwich in Harold and Kumar.
Yeah, cock meat sandwich.
Oh God! And what was the conversation? It went something like, "It's like, oh, that's pretty gay, man." It's like, what do you mean? What's gay about getting your dick sucked? Like, what the?
Yeah.
It was so ridiculous.
That's such a funny line. I remember hearing that when I was like a teenager and just losing my mind.
Oh, I know. I was just like, that's fucking hilarious. And I almost lost my mind when I saw this headline came up we have a lot of Florida man stories, but this guy ended up washing ashore in a giant hamster wheel. We have some photos of this hamster wheel that he had constructed.
That's awesome.
It does. I'm actually kind of impressed by it. But here's the thing that I didn't understand, because I had just seen that and I was like, what the fuck was that? And then I read another headline that kind of clarified it. This guy washed ashore after trying to walk to New York from St. Augustine. He tried to walk apparently in a hybrid bubble running wheel device that you saw right here. Obviously, he didn't make it very far. He only ended up in washing ashore in the hammock area of Palm Coast. So still quite a bit of ways, but not quite to New York.
That's insane.
I know, to even try to do it. Like, imagine if he had succeeded. That would be pretty awesome. But
probably the most awesome Florida story ever.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's
Florida
like,
man washes ashore in New York.
He arrives in better pastures, greener pastures.
He made a more successful run than the Titanic did, but
yeah, right.
At least he made it to New York. No, that was so horrible. But yeah, too soon. But
Not soon enough.
No, but you can't drink a
Not
beer
too
in
soon.
that.
Those
It would
already
spill all over the place. Not if you're.
Yeah.
Wait, there's the beer hat.
I was just about to say the beer hat. That's exactly what I was going to bring up. Damn it.
Well, I mean, great minds think alike. Yes.
Great minds think alike.
Oh, yes, they do stink alike too. Anyways, Rebecca, for science. Cheers, guys. For science.
For science. Cheers. That's like that. This reminds me of. Do you guys know who Madmartigan is? And I know it sounds like our good friend Madmartigan, but it's not him.
Yes.
Okay, I have no idea who you're talking about then.
Okay, so there was this guy who he's a flat earther, and he believed in the flat earth, and he went right, and so he decided he was going to once and for all prove that the earth is flat, and by doing that, he was going to build a homemade rocket. The problem was he didn't believe in like math and science as it was taught to us, because whatever, and so he kind of just made this rocket on his own. He had one and he tested it and it flew and it landed. I mean, it crashed, but he was like, all right, so I know I can make it fly. Went home and he did some more work, called a big press conference and was like, I'm going to shoot myself into the stratosphere, take pictures. You'll see the ice wall. It's flat. It shot up in the air, came right down. And that was the end of Mad Mike.
Oh, ooh, man.
Yeah, but that's what this reminds me of. Just like these weird, random, like personal vehicles people make for themselves.
You got knock knock in the back.
Yes, we do.
Giggity.
Superfan Adam Sahan. What is up, Adam?
Because science, bitches. That's why. Science, bitches.
I love science. I effing love
science. Science is awesome.
I love that documentary about the flat earthers, where they're like, oh, yeah. So to prove that the earth is flat, this is the experiment we're going to do. And the narrator's like, it's actually a pretty clever experiment.
Oh, that's a Netflix one, isn't it?
That the earth wasn't flat. And he's like, I must have done something wrong.
That's my favorite, is every time the experiments go wrong, they're like, no, it was on me. I did the math wrong. So good.
By the way, thank you for joining us, Mike. Yeah. Mike is the annoying guy who breathes heavily into the microphone during one of our friends, Rob Rules. He does Star Wars streams sometimes when he's just playing Battlefront or something. And Mike is, I don't know, he just turned 19 or something. He's a young kid, and he lives in Hawaii, and he's very annoying. He's very annoying on the streams. And so, I will joke with him in the comments and just say, please, drop the mic, get him out, have him leave. And I will say things like, Mike, yeah, it's been forever, Justin. Yeah, you know what? And never forget. I never forget these kind of things. No, you're so annoying. It's so annoying that I hope that there is a tsunami on your Hawaiian island and all of your paintings get ruined. All the ones that you spent so... Yeah, he paints, and apparently they're good. But I really hope that when he's in the middle of one, a big wave crashes on him, and it's ruined. And I say these kinds of things to him all the time, but it's only because I really feel this way. And I love you, Mike, and I love the banter that we have. So let's keep it up, and don't make me like you, because I don't want that. I don't want that, man.
And now after all those nice words, go make me a Spam sandwich.
Yeah, right? Seriously, go catch me some fish. What are you doing here?
Oh, they don't eat fish, bro. Only Spam. They love
Only Spam?
They love that shit.
Oh, that's my favorite website. Only Spams?
Mm-hmm. Darn right.
Spencer, do you know this bunny with a keyboard?
I do. Bunny with a keyboard is a regular viewer of our Bounding live stream every Wednesday night. So
the Black Pill?
The Black Pill stream, yep.
Did you do one? You did one last night?
We did one last night that kind of went really poorly because halfway through the episode, my ISP decided that they wanted to shut down service to the area. So I got shut out halfway through. So I had to hand the reins over to Drew Taylor, the Supreme Heretic.
Oh my!
We love Drew.
At least you had Drew, baby. That's all I'm saying. At least you had Drew.
Seriously. Totally played backup for me, and I couldn't have asked for a better backup.
Yeah, good dude.
Yeah, Drew is a good guy. He actually lives around where I do, or at least somewhat in the area. And he's always throwing things at my house and and running away. It's very annoying. He always harasses me.
You and Toxic Man Flu.
Yes, yeah. They always get into that trouble. They were egging my house the other day, and it was really, really upsetting because I had told him to please stop after the restraining order.
He's not a man to follow the rules.
No, we love Drew. And
where are these restraints that you're ordering? You know, we're still waiting on them. You know, it is what it is. He was depressed that you didn't get him to him yet. So, you know, of course, here comes a ham sandwich.
Oh man! Oh, and those are all the wiener dogs that Adam Shine. For those of you who don't know,
they're the best.
He does breed wiener dogs, and the leader of this wiener dog clan is Frank. That's it's not a joke. Frank the wiener dog is probably the most famous of all of the wiener dogs that Adam Shawhan has. Did I miss anything, Adam?
You can buy him at adamswienerdogs.com.
Okay, a lot of the dogs are still barking. Okay, and that's a picture of Frank.
There he is.
Aw,
Isn't
he cute?
Proudly.
Aw,
look at that heroic pose.
That's his presidential photo, yo.
It really is.
Yeah, it's like I see the stars and stripes. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll love it. That's my pajama pants. He's on my thigh. You know, hey, what's up? Just look at it. You know, hey, look at me. I'm Frank. I'm going to be president. If I could fit that hat on him, I think it would be hilarious.
I love it.
The Joker got it for now.
Oh,
he might be a murderous maniac, but he's still an American.
He still is. Fuck you, Phil. And fuck
now
you,
we know who it is.
It's been me all along. Oh man. So what did you Adam, what did you think of the Florida man who tried to get to New York in a hamster wheel?
Just wanted a better
I mean,
life.
I think it's hilarious, right? I mean, way to think outside the box. Insane. So I mean, the clown loves it. He's like, I should have done that. I should have done that with Batman and put him in a ball and let him run through Gotham.
You know
that
what?
sounds like one of those old toys they would make in like the 90s when they were like giving all the superheroes like accessories, and you'd have like barbershop Spider-Man or like gardener Batman, like Florida man hamster ball Batman. I could see it.
I can see it too.
I kind of want to do it. Honestly, I kind of
want to see it.
A floating hamster wheel, and I want to go take it to the beach. Like,
by the way, I kind of want to see you do it too. Go down the West Coast.
Can we get like a Kickstarter going, and we'll like brand your ball with like This Week in Bullshit and Bounding into Comics, and we'll sponsor this. We'll make it like a NASCAR
Everyone's gonna
car.
Yes,
we'll
that sounds like a great idea.
Left or right ball? Which one?
Left.
With the ball, you got both
the
sides.
left one, because everyone always says
right side. You know, the hamster ball.
No, it has to be the left one because everyone always says, "I'll bet my left nut on it."
That's
like
true.
they always say it. So why not do that
Why
as a
not
tribute
follow
to
through
the left nut?
Mm-hmm.
Can we see his caption again before we move on? I want to see his thing, the hamster wheel device.
Oh, you want to see it?
Yeah, I want to see it again. That thing was cool.
He wants to be inspired.
Okay, I can show you it again.
I feel like I saw this drawing in Da Vinci's Notebook.
The code was really about this the whole time. In this place in the 20th century named Florida.
This is what Tom Hanks was looking for, right?
The whole time, the whole movie was just trying to find the hamster human, whatever the fuck. Oh man. I wish Madmartigan was here. He was very excited, Spencer, for you to come on.
I love Mads.
He's really great. He really liked you and John when he came on.
That was a lot of fun.
It was a great episode.
Yeah.
But so I was able to find a cop story. So if Madmartigan does end up coming in, cool. So Tampa officers spent $421 at a strip club, and the sergeant gets a 1-day suspension. Now, normally this wouldn't be a problem, but the thing is, they were on duty.
Oh,
really? They were there. They were there to investigate a shooting that involved a dancer, and they came into. They went into for questioning. So the investigation began in April, and they failed to comply with departmental policies and with supervisor responsibilities. The officer allowed his squad to go to this gold club, this strip club, to search for information about a shooting, according to the report. But the officers gave conflicting reasons about why they were there and about the operation's title.
Okay, wait, what's the operation's title? Did they name it yet?
They did not.
Oh my gosh, they better put it by the end of this article. I really
hope they do, because I didn't see anything else on it.
Operation Make It Rain, Operation Ones on Ones, Operation Baby Mama.
I mean, you know what? If they spent $1 less, it would have been Operation 420.
Awesome.
That would have been.
You know that was like. Yeah. Right. You know that was like a rookie.
At a light temperature.
It must have been a rookie. Task failed successfully.
Yeah, seriously.
That's a good one. They should have held back that last.
That's what I'm saying. You know, it was like a rookie who's like, "Oh, I'd want to fit in. Here's $1," and then the other cops were like, "What'd you do that for?" Like, we had a plan.
Oh my gosh, this is a stream about science. All I could think of is astronomy. Oh, fuck you. It will be called Operation Undress Shoot. What?
The operation that the officers were on to go to the strip club. It's Operation Undress Shoot. And I'm saying it's Operation Bounce a Lot.
Ladies, would you mind checking if these are counterfeit?
They know.
Oh, that'd be funny. Where was I at? Oh shit. Okay, it was around here. The investigation confirmed that there was a shooting and that a dancer at the club may have had ties to the case, but it made no reference to the shooting causing confusion. Officers spent about 3 hours at the club and spent $421.34 on a cover charge, drinks for themselves, drinks for the dancers, drinks for the dancers' friends, shots for the bartender, a pack of cigarettes, cover charge for the lap dance area, and one lap dance each.
All for $420?
Yeah. I mean,
it's
how many people were in there? That's my question.
Seriously. That's my question. It's got to be like 2 strippers and the bartender.
You know what? If this was like any celebrity, just like no one would say anything. There'd just be like, it's a regular night out. No, but
a celebrity wouldn't be breaking regulation.
Yeah, right. Unless they were supposed to be filming and then they went to a strip club.
Right. Yeah. They turned off their body cams for this one.
Maybe they didn't. Maybe that's how they got busted.
I'm gonna turn off my body cam. Save this for later.
And and surprising to no one, the officers made no arrests and gathered no new information from the dancer. Oh, big surprise! Big surprise! Oh wow!
She was all dressed up with no one to blow.
I know. And apparently, in a separate incident, in August 2019, the officer, the sergeant, gave an officer in his squad $300 of department money to buy custom gold teeth.
Dude, this police department is the best rap studio I've heard of in a long time.
Seriously, you know, this is Police Academy. I swear to God.
Yeah.
This is real life Police Academy.
Yeah.
Or Super Troopers. That
Super Troopers feels a little more accurate, a little more like gold teeth. That's Super Troopers material right there.
You know what? No, that's just his dental plan. See,
you gotta fight. You gotta talk to your union rep and make sure you get the gold package for your dental care.
Yes. Remember, man, does this look like spit? Screw it. Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Dude. I just realized you've got Dragon Ball Z behind you.
Oh yeah, my old Trunks wall scroll from when I was like 12. I found it in the garage the other week, and I was like, "That's going up."
Badass, dude. I recently started watching Super because I had.
Oh yeah.
I'm finally catching up. I can't believe I grew up to resemble Goku so much.
Dude, you're a 1-to-1 match. They should cast you in the live action movie.
Now,
I can see who you modeled yourself after.
Forgetful, and I'm really positive.
That is Goku. That's all you do. You got all three. There you go.
Now that was
super.
Oh, go ahead.
What's up, Justin? No, what's up, Justin? You want to talk more anime?
No.
Never.
I mean, if you wanted to, you can go ahead and finish your thoughts. But I was gonna.
I'm just bullshitting, man.
Oh man, I fucking ruined the moment. My bad.
Oh
wow. Oh well. Well, so
you're trying to get something started over there, so I was just filling the airtime, you know.
Mm-hmm. That's what it is. That's what it is. But see, in order to be Goku, you got to have a Dragon Ball, my friend.
Oh, there you go. See, he's already set. He's got one. We just got to go rob a bunch of people for the other thing.
Namek Dragon Balls. Yeah, I got one of these.
Oh, what? Dang, that one's cool. And it's got a prize inside.
So this one came from Japan. So
that's a real one, and that one has cookies.
Yeah,
ice balls are bigger.
Gosh.
Very nice.
The Western ball is bigger.
Mm-hmm. 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 I had a whole wall of figures. I still have them, and of course, I've got the ultimate shirt that's over here, which is Vegeta, because he's still better than Goku.
You and John are gonna send me into a fit. It's okay. I'm a Trunks guy, clearly.
I was gonna say, what are you bitching for? You got Trunks, not Goku. It's all.
They don't give Trunks anything to do anymore.
We all love it as it is. Raquel, Super Saiyan girl, same thing. Like she's one of the gals I met from Brian the Observer. Huge anime girl. Loves Dragon Ball Z, and it's like it's really good because when you meet people, you can find something at some point, especially in this office, that everybody likes or that we all enjoy. Because I've got Marvel, DC, Wiener Dogs. I mean, there's stuff everywhere in this place. But yeah, I mean, it's a lot of fun, and I mean, when it comes to DBZ, you know, I mean, I watched the original stuff back when you had to watch it, you know,
on TV
Saturday nights, man.
Yep.
So
back on the old cartoon days.
Back in the day.
Ancient times, we'd see Piccolo and Vegeta fight. Oh wait, they haven't fought. Oh no.
Well,
remember,
maybe
17
next year.
17 episodes to get to the almost fight, and then to be continued. And then a lot of
to be continued, and then a break from the episodes airing on TV. They restart the old arc.
I myself, this poor guy, unbeknownst to him, did he know all the DBZ stuff I actually had when he's like, we're going to do kind of like a Dragon Ball Z skit if you want to be in it. And I'm like, all right. It's like I sent him just all this stuff, and he's like, I couldn't find all of it. He's like, but it was awesome because the clown had a part in it in a different Vegeta shirt. And I even went out of the way because this is how much I love my friend Rookie. I had the big old man beard, so I had to shoot everything backwards so that after I gave him my energy, here I am an old man, and then I had to go where I was looking like a kind of like this before the energy. Yeah, like I put a lot of thought in that.
That is a lot of effort. That's awesome.
I still to this day thank you, sir, for allowing me to be a part of that because that was so much fun, brother.
No problem. That was awesome.
He even put the wiener dogs in it, dude. That was the best part. Frankie dogs, they gave him the energy and they're all asleep. And like I got a shot of like 6 or 7 of them passed out. Sure as heck, he put it in there. So, I mean, good guy right here, I got to tell you. Real good guy.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Well, we're happy to have him. It's always great to see him.
Oh yeah, some fun shit. You guys looking forward? I know Justin's like, oh god, you guys talking DBZ.
No,
you guys looking forward to the new Dragon Ball movie? I think it's coming out. It's called Dragon Ball Superhero.
Yep, that's the name. I'm excited for it because I'm hoping Gohan comes back as Great Saiyaman and we get more of that.
I'm thinking that's what it'll probably be. I don't know what else it'd be with that title.
That title, you have to put him in.
At what point does Japanese anime become cartoons? I think it would be Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z. Because that's actually made for kids.
That's actually not a bad. I think there's an argument that could be made to classify them as cartoons as well. I think that's
Sailor Moon though. Like Pokemon being one of them. She's not.
I'd put Sailor Moon there.
Yeah, that's the thing. Because my daughter's a little younger than you, proper, and that was the thing. Like her, it was Sailor Moon, and then you ended up with, like you said, Pokemon, Digimon.
And then you have like movies like Spirited Away, and you're like, oh fuck.
People think that like the movies that American kids enjoyed that were made by the Japanese, those aren't real anime. No, the Attack on Titan or something, those are.
By the way, the longer that we talk about anime, the more viewers that we lose. So let's get off this shit.
Are we really?
Yes.
Well, hey, if you want to enjoy anime, that's all you need. That'll help you enjoy anime. Just saying. Every time. All
right, let's get back to the fucking stories.
Fucking stories.
What stories?
Back on it.
Stories.
Oh wow! So we did talk about all of these officers spending money at the strip club. Some people may not. They'll have jokes about that as
only
we did.
$420.
But now these officers are actually. This next story makes these police officers look like geniuses.
Oh boy.
As the fire department in Quebec, these first responders mistook a burned body for a mannequin and threw it away.
Oh no.
Wasn't until hours later that a resemblance was noticed between a woman reported as missing and the mannequin. So apparently
well, they both must have looked pretty messed up.
Yeah, right? Like, jeez.
Yeah, the Quebec coroner's office is investigating a gruesome.
I said not a good look for the woman if she looked like a mannequin.
Well, she was a burn victim. Well, and died.
So all your fat gets burned off. All your fat gets burned off. So like you're.
They're investigating a gruesome incident in which the burned body of a woman was mistaken for a mannequin last week and placed in a dumpster by firefighters. Yep, making the police officers look good. Yes, we finally have a headline where it makes firefighters look bad. Thank God. Okay, they can have one. I respect firefighters. They don't. There aren't nearly as many. We don't have nearly as many representation of. Bad firefighters as bad cops. So
yeah, exactly.
This is a win for police officers.
Did the mannequin
finally?
Did the mannequin smell like chicken too?
Oh, shut up. God. I love this. We are obviously sorry for this situation. Rest assured, the family was notified at every key point in the investigation. So
that almost makes me feel worse because it's like they call and it's like, "Hey, we investigated. We didn't find Susan. Like, I'm sorry, Susan's just not here." And then they call like 30 minutes later, like, "Hey, we found Susan. Funny story."
or no. What would be worse? What would be worse is that they give them the mannequin body. Would you like to identify the body? The mannequin, and they're like, "What? Why do you think this is the body? What's the difference?" Oh,
they're both a little crispy.
Yeah, at this point, right? Good God.
Oh man. It does make me feel bad. Like when they say, I can't help but laugh when they said, "Oh, we are obviously sorry for the." Yeah, no shit. Yeah, we're sorry. Like, oh, like what is that phone call supposed to sound like when they're calling the family and saying, "Hey, we found the body. We mistaken it for a mannequin. Very sorry about that." Like, what?
See, like, anytime for those cops that have any future things, and like I'd be like, "What's your history with investigating stuff or whatever with bodies?" I don't trust you. No.
I would say
checked on you.
I would say it's a lawsuit. If the stories were swapped, the firefighters would throw the stripper away.
Not wrong.
This is why Soul Assassin is a moderator, ladies and gentlemen.
Soul.
I could see that as a story for Criminal Minds.
It makes me think of Monty Python when they're like, "Bring out your dead." I'm not dead yet. No,
I'm not dead yet.
I'm mostly dead.
I'm mostly dead. Come back tomorrow.
Why?
Right. And Rebecca said, as soon as someone says, "I'm obviously sorry," it's proof that they're not sorry at all. How true is that statement? Or how even if you were, better question, if you were in this position where you're the lead, you're basically like, I don't think like the head firefighter or whoever is their superior of the firefighters who threw the body away.
It's so bad.
It is a very bad look. But how do you, as the leader of these group of people who normally I would imagine do very good jobs, even though they're Canadian.
His girlfriend just left him recently. He's not in a good place.
But yeah, like how would you respond? How do you even say this to somebody? Like what would you even do? And you're like, wait. And better yet, if you're that person who decided, yeah, let's throw it away.
Yeah, right.
What do you even say to that?
Bunny with the keyboard says maybe it was an actress who was so bad that everyone assumed she was just a block of wood.
Wouldn't it be oops, sorry,
Oops, yeah. Soul Assassin said, I'm sorry that I left the dumpster lid open. Oh, I meant sorry.
Sorry. Yeah, I don't believe the transcript we got in that article, because there's only one sorry. Like, I feel like everything is punctuated with a sorry. We're obviously sorry.
It's the only way to prove it's Canadian.
Yeah, exactly.
We're so sorry, Shit happens, You loser.
We're obviously sorry because we're Canadian, so, we're sorry about everything.
Sometimes
day in Canadian.
I almost feel like that would be the better way to do it, is like, yeah, that the standard response is to be professional. Like, you want to go and be like, oh, we're so sorry. We offer our condolences. That was our mistake. But I feel like if I were the family, I would much more appreciate if they just came up to me and they were like, listen, we fucked up. And it's just like, yeah, okay, cool. We got it.
Just the one time subverting your expectations might do pretty well.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Ryan Johnson's family.
Oh, no, let's not bring any. No. but the fire department head, Stefan Simoneau, pledged to shed light on the intervention, which he called unusual to say the least, perhaps shocking.
Perhaps. On occasion.
Some audiences.
In the right light.
It's like a parental advisory. Like, what the... No, I'm quite stunned by the news, and this applies to my entire service. First responders are in a state of shock. Authorities are taking the situation very seriously. I love how that was in quotes. They have it in quotes. Yeah, we're taking it seriously. Oh my God. How? Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. But yeah, it's just. They fucked up. Yeah,
there's like no way around it. It's just I fucked up.
I mean, seriously, like I don't even know. I don't even know how to go by past this this next. We have a couple more funny stories, and then we'll get to some of the serious ones that we were going to talk about, the headline stories. This was a very, very strange, and I believe it was Everything Star Wars, or it's what he used to be known as, Rob, our good friend Rob. He sent us this article. Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis say they don't believe in bathing their kids or themselves too much. Look,
that's so
okay. Before
weird.
anyone says anything, first off, whatever you do in your private life, do that. Whatever. If you're not harming anybody else, that's cool.
The stink will harm people. Don't you worry.
Yeah, it's biowarfare.
Give it a time.
But what is the definition of too much? Like, are they referring to like maybe 3-4 times a week, or are we talking like once a month? You know what I mean? It's kind of like it's kind of vague of an article, but I'm sure we will find out.
Well, we'll find this out. So they were on Dax Shepard's podcast, and everyone has a fucking podcast. It's ridiculous.
One, baby.
So Dax Shepard told co-host Monica Padman, that's the. I can't help but think of a gender-swapped Padme.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
I'm
right there with you. I was like, I got this weird thought in my head, and then you said it, and I'm like, yep.
Curse you, Padman.
Padman.
Oh my gosh.
It's Pat from SNL, only Padme, but Padman.
Right. So they mentioned that using soap every day rids the body of natural oils, which is somewhat true. Sometimes they're like, oh, don't wash your hair every day or something like that. Like, I guess. But someone, the co-host was shocked that when they said, that using soap every day rids the body of natural oils, they agreed, saying they only wash vitals every day. And they were stunned, saying like, oh, like I thought I was in the minority. Who taught you not to wash? Like they were shocked. Like this person agreed, like, you too? Like, oh my gosh.
We both have snaky rears? Oh, geez.
And then Mila Kunis says, I didn't have hot water growing up as a child, so I didn't shower very much anyway. Oh, well, okay.
I mean, that's fine. You're kids.
Makes sense. That has apparently continued with her and Kutcher's 2 kids. We shouldn't, because you have hot water. Why?
You're
not?
Rich now, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I wasn't
to get here. Let's enjoy your prize.
Come on, Jackie. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, and she said that I wasn't that parent that bathed my newborns ever, like ever. And then Ashton says, now that they're older, we have a system. If you can see dirt on them, clean them. Otherwise, there's no point. What?
Kids are always dirty, dude.
She probably harvests the hot water and sells it on the internet.
Yeah.
Mila Kunis hot water.
And it's and Rookie, it's got to be labeled Kelso and Jackie because
it has to be. Absolutely has to.
Yeah.
Ashton Kutcher says he does wash his armpits and his crotch daily and nothing else ever, and has a tendency to throw some water on his face after a workout to get all the salts out.
That's the worst part. Ugh.
And Mila Kunis washes her face twice a day. Okay. All right. Okay.
So do they do this because they do this, or do they do this because we're in the middle of a drought? And have been for years, essentially.
I don't know. That's what's weird about it. I just don't.
See, if they bathe like 4 times a day and they say they don't bathe too much anymore, that would make some sense if they start bathing at least once or twice, instead of 4 or 5 times a day. It'd be a little different.
But it's like I understand if you do this at, like in your personal life, like okay, I guess it kind of smell a little funny, but whatever. But why would you admit this on a podcast? Why would you say this out loud?
Right?
Well, they're probably provoked.
Well, that and like any of us, like if we did this shit, nobody would care. But you're kind of a superstar, right? So you're gonna be like, "Fucking take a bath."
Take a bath.
The host's probably like, why you stink so much? Oh, I'll explain a story. Here you go.
Yeah, let me get into this really interesting story that's not interesting and is actually just gross.
I mean, I like your idea. It's like, why would
Fair enough.
But why would you? Why would you go on a podcast and be like, oh, by the way, yeah, I wash my crotch and my pits and my face. Well, I really hope you don't do it in that order.
Do you not talk about that in pleasant company? Like, I just thought
brush
that's
my
normal
teeth with my deodorant, normal stuff.
I use crystals. And I wave them around myself, and it takes off all the dirt.
Damn it, Rookie! Instead of toothpaste, it's the Arm & Hammer. So
oh gosh,
put some deodorant. I like to cast a spell, and that'll get rid of the stank.
Yeah.
Oh, Rookie, I missed you, buddy. I mean, I catch you and Angus sometimes when but oh goodness, it's always good to be with you and say, hey, especially you two that are proper, because it's been too long, Justin.
It really has. It really has, man. And we're glad to have you back. By the way, Spencer, I don't know if you probably didn't know this, but Adam Shawhan is like one of the people who made me decide, and convinced me to even make a channel. So,
well, thank you for making the world a little better of a place.
It's the man.
Some people would say that, others not so much.
Well, those that disagree with that are wrong. They're Nimrods.
Exactly. Objectively wrong opinions.
That's right. God. At the end of the day, I saw it. DJ D saw it. Mr. Peabody saw it. Our friend, rest in peace, Brendan Moyes, he saw it. It was just one of those things. He had it. We knew he had it. And he didn't quite have the confidence, but he got there. And, I mean, look at where you are now, kiddo. You're doing great.
Oh, shucks.
It's amazing. My mom called him Justin Proctor.
It was one step below Justin Prostate.
Justin Proctologist.
Procter and Gamble. It's okay. Kroger sells that stuff. You're good, though, man. I mean, look, you're still doing it. You're still having fun. And that's a lot to say in 2021. You're still doing this. You're still having fun.
Yeah,
that's the main thing, brother. You know this.
Dude, that's all it is, man. That's all it is. But okay, the one other story before we talk about the main topic. This one shocked the hell out of me. Lucasfilm did something right. They actually hired the deepfake artist who fixed Luke Skywalker on The Mandalorian, and who also made the one of Harrison Ford in Solo.
Oh, they did? That's awesome.
They actually hired him. The guy is Shamook, and he has less than he has 96K subs. So
that seems criminally low for the work he did.
I mean, seriously, like he has millions of views on like Will Smith as Neo. I don't know who that guy is. Who was this? Superman's mustache fixed using deepfakes. Ewan McGregor is Obi-Wan in the original Star Wars, which is kind of cool. Tom Holland is Spider-Man in 2004. Like, that's got to be really weird.
Yeah, that's going to be super weird.
Fixing Robert De Niro and The Irishman. That's insane.
He's really good.
I
remember the Mando one and just being blown away and saying the same thing I'm sure so many people said, which is like, why isn't he actually working on the show?
And then they actually decided, and
they went, hey,
okay, that's actually a good idea.
Yeah, let's make a smart move for once.
Yeah, I feel like no one is gonna really cover this though. If I'm gonna be perfectly honest, I don't think any of the bigger channels, unless they already did, and I'm wrong about this.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it either, and I don't think anybody will actually do it. I mean, whoever that they had before doing it was not it was all right, but not great. And so it's good to know that somebody like this is finally getting the attention that they deserve from the people who can help boost his career. And he actually apparently did another video for Paul McCartney the other day where he put his younger self on his younger face on a body of a dancer. It's you just look at the thumbnail here for it. It's kind of crazy. I'm like, it looks a little weird, but it's like, hey, you got to do something for one of the Beatles, which is kind of cool. So yeah, I mean, good for him. Good for you, Lucasfilm, for making a good choice
for once.
All right. Well, I'll fucking take it.
We're so desperate at this point. We'll take it.
If they made that Luke episode in a day, that's impressive in terms of special effects. Corridor Crew tried to do the same thing, and they were not as successful.
Yeah, they really weren't, especially when they decided to use this technology for Rogue One. I know you were just starting it, but not too long after that, there were people who immediately made corrections on it, which I'm like, oh, hey, Tommy, what's up?
Hey, kids, what's going on? It's good to see y'all. I hope you were enjoying my series this week.
Not Kevin
Plan on
Smith,
killing
how are
off
you?
some more of your favorites recently, and if you don't like that, well...
Silent Bob, you be silent.
I didn't realize what that was at first. That was awesome.
Oh, what's going on, guys?
Look at that. You just set off the crew. They smell you from here.
James, go back to the mall cop.
The mall cop.
Oh God, I don't even know what to fucking say to that. Well, welcome, Tommy. It's good to have you here.
Oh man, it's always a pleasure to be able to stop on and talk with you, and everybody else. I think this is the first time I've been on with you, Mav.
Probably, yeah. Nice to meet you. I work for Bounding Into Comics, and that's who I am.
No, I know a few of you jokers from Bounding Into Comics.
Oh, yeah.
I run in the same circle, so.
Oh yeah, definitely. Drew, Don, John, they're all the best.
I'm sure you've heard some bad things about me from Drew.
Oh, everything Drew says, I do the opposite of.
What's up, Rook? What's up?
What's up, man?
Adam?
Drew just fears the guinea pigs, brother. That's all it is. He just fears the guinea pigs. He just can't quite trust them, even though they're cute little furry fellas. He just can't do it, bro.
Oh, well, you know what it is? It's all the cybernetics and the possibility of those orders for toes coming off that keeps them on edge. What's up, guy? Oh man,
What's happening, man? Good to see you.
Yeah, always a pleasure. So I just wanted to bring up something just out of the random here because I know it's this week of bullshit, so why not? Have you guys seen that new Transformers yet, The Kingdom?
No, not yet.
Transformers.
There's another one.
Yeah,
it's an animated series, right? It's not a movie. Yeah. No,
I saw some of it.
Yeah, you know what? I gotta say, I'm not entirely disappointed, but I don't feel as happy with this one as I did the first two.
This one bugs me because, like, I've seen a little bit of it, like previews here and there. I don't like Megatron's voice. It is awful, and it's like in the '90s we had the David Kaye doing the Beast Wars Megatron, like yes, and now we just have like I forget who it is, but he sounds like he's about to like collapse from like walking up a flight of stairs too fast, and it's just not like intimidating or fun or villainous. It's just weak.
I mean, you know, that's one of the things a lot of people bitched about this series is they didn't like a lot of the voices. And you know what? Why I can see that with the first two seasons. I really wasn't that disturbed by Megatron or Prime. I thought they did the best that they could, considering that they didn't want to go through the Voice Actors Guild.
Right,
to
get their old ones back.
Get all those people. I mean, I get it, but I think they could have found some better voices for some of those characters. I was never a huge Beast Wars fan, but even then, a lot of those characters just seemed a little bit off. It was kind of like the voice that they did for Ironhide. It was just so off. It sounded like they had a girl talking his lines. But
it's like, what are you doing? Try again. You can do a little better.
Yeah, but one of the things that kind of got me, and I just want to point this out, that with all the garbage that we keep seeing on a daily basis, and I don't have to tell you about it, Mav. I mean, you see it constantly. All the trash that we're always seeing, we got to remember we can't get into this mindset that every single thing that comes out is automatically woke and it's automatically leading in that direction. Because I'd seen on Twitter days ago, there was people outraging because they caught a clip of Black Arachnia kissing Airraiser, and people were like raising this stink about why they got to include this stuff. And it was nothing like that at all. Like I was like waiting for that part to come up like, oh boy, is this going to really be as bad as everybody's chiming in about? And it was absolutely a big giant nothing burger. It was just people just jumping up and ready to be offended for no reason at all.
There are a lot of people's radars have become way too sensitive lately. I'm completely with you on that one.
Yeah, agreed.
Well, I would say the same thing. And there's a lot of people. This brings up a good point that I wasn't going to actually talk about, but
sorry, Justin.
But Masters of the Universe. There are people, the new one that's on Netflix, Kevin Smith. People are, really upset by the show, but a lot of people haven't watched it, including myself, which is why I'm not going to be one of those assholes that says to you, like, oh, this is terrible, and giving you an opinion on something that I haven't fucking seen. Like, there are bigger creators who have said that, oh, I only watched episode 1 and 5, and let me tell you that, fuck you, no. You don't unless you see the context of the entire show, you can't comment on it, or you shouldn't comment on it.
Yeah,
It makes
well,
no
agreed.
sense. It destroys your credibility. If you're going to complain about it, you need to watch it all.
Well,
or
I think there's a
comment
small...
on it, it just comes across as that, oh, this is something that we can talk about because outrage. We need more of that. We need more of that.
Justin,
but like
Justin, hey Justin, I just wanted to add something in there real quick. I agree with most of that, but I think there are times when you can get enough of the show, especially the way social media is engineered, that you could pretty much get the entire show and what it's going to be about almost word for word without actually having to watch it. Now, myself, I don't want to watch it. I actually tried a couple times initially to watch it. I just could not bring myself to watch it because it didn't look like the story that I remember from my childhood. It didn't look like anything that was Masters of the Universe as far as I was concerned, and I couldn't bring myself to watch it. My biggest gripe about it, when I spoke on it, had to be about Kevin Smith and his lying and his bullshit, saying that this was a continuation of the story, telling the fans that, hey, I was a big fan, and no, you weren't, because you talked about it over 10 years ago on Twitter. Yeah. You talked about it on Comic Book Men. You were not a big fan. You hated the damn thing. And I think the only person that hated it more than him was that, Jesus, what's his name? The guy he has on Comic Book.
Griffin Newman.
The guy he has on Comic Book Men, the Asian guy.
He was an Asian.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm blanking on his name, but he apparently hated it even more than Kevin Smith did. So, I mean, I think there's I won't talk about the show itself as whether I think it's garbage. I think the premise of what he's doing with the show doesn't sound good, and it sounds like garbage as far as I don't want to watch it. And it's really up to not only Kevin Smith, but it's up to the studio producing this to change my mind. And so far, with everything that he has said, and what they've put out and what their explanation of what the show is about, they have not changed my mind, and they have not made me want to watch it.
Well, yes, and that's totally fine. That's totally fine. But what is concerning is that also on top of that, you will have people who said like, "Oh yeah, I've totally watched it," but they didn't. They just know everything that happens because somebody else told them. Someone else told them about it. Like they watched a review of it. They watched somebody say like, "Oh, we want to know what it's about." And then they're like, "Okay," but they pretend. I'll notice that they pretend that they know everything about it, even though they just heard one opinion from somebody. And it's okay if that makes you decide like whether or not you want to watch it. That's cool, but not when you are going to try to claim that you know what the fuck you're talking about. It just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't work out. And people who listened to that, to what your take is on that, even though you just watched somebody else's review and that's it, no one's going to respect you. It makes no sense. Like,
I was
don't
on
do that.
episode 2 before I ended up joining, because I knew you were on, but I got through episode 1. I mean, you already heard all the rumors and the bullshit before it got launched, right? And I mean, it was like Kevin Smith was just the go-to guy, was the main thing. Like, he didn't write all of it. The first episode he wrote. The second episode, I can say for a fact, his name is not on the writing credit. It's somebody else. I've not got through the 3rd, 4th, and 5th yet. Like I said, I'm right in the middle of the second one. I like the updating of some of it, like from the first episode. And I get it, Tom. Like, I remember coming home from school, and that's what you watch, T-Man. So I mean, but I've not watched that shit in 30 years, so I wasn't really worried. And I'd heard some of the rumors and whatnot. And I'm like, all right, whatever. But again, I'm going to watch it myself, have my own opinion, because I don't need a fucking echo chamber to tell me how to feel. Not that that's what you did, and I'm not saying that either. But you can, we already got told it was going to be the Tila show. And I stuck up on the men's room about that, saying, hey, wait till it comes out and see it, because you never know. There's always rumors and false shit out there too that you hate. They've hated Kevin Smith for decades. It doesn't matter if it was good, bad, indifferent. He's always been a bad guy. And I'm not saying that this isn't shit by any means. Like I said, I'm only on the 2nd episode. Yeah, I'm a Kevin Smith fan from back in the day. When I went through Jersey, I went in. I got to meet Mike Zapsik. Ming Chung was not there. Brian wasn't there.
Ming. That's the one who said he hated it even more. Yeah, Ming.
Yeah. But I mean, Kevin had said that was past his, and like you said on Comic Book Man, the whole thing was He-Man really wasn't his genre. He was too old for it. He didn't really watch it. So he was the celebrity that they grabbed. Because keep in mind, comic books, nerd geek factor. Hey, we're going to throw Kevin Smith in this. And when I watched the first episode, remember, Smith is the only person that made Batman pee himself.
Yeah.
So it definitely has that first episode. As I watched it, you could see where Kevin implemented some stuff. I've seen his stuff on the CWs. I've seen all of his movies with the exception of Tusk. I just couldn't get into Tusk. It was so damn boring.
Adam, I think.
What do you mean? Wait, okay,
Justin's
okay. Whoa. No. Tusk is the only film worth watching because
really not even Dogma?
And actually no, only half of it is watchable. I've never said this like seriously about any other film except for that god awful Tim Burton Willy Wonka remake.
Yeah, that was not good.
I was fucking bored by Johnny Depp. It was
bad.
so awful. It was so terrible. And then Haley Joel Osment's face, like in all those scenes, of just like, I've always wanted to work with like Johnny Depp, but like, do I have to work with him like this? Like, really?
Does he have to be weirdo Johnny Depp? Can't he be like artist Johnny
The parts
Depp?
with Justin Long are so good, and I'm captivated by their. I could watch a whole stage play of this. Like, I want to just watch this part. That part is exciting. Everything else, not so much. But no,
I was
shame
Christian,
because
dude. I know this because I know you. So I had to. I just had to. I had to.
They misused Johnny Depp on that one. They did. I mean, because he's such a good talent, and there could have been a way that they could have pulled it off, and they really could have brought all the callbacks to the original one and really just made it for a new generation. They could have pushed that thing forward, but they dropped the ball. I mean, well, Tim Burton is like that, though. I mean, Tim Burton could come out with some freaking winners, and he can come out with some real stinkers. It's one of those things. It is what it is. But Adam, I wanted to say this real quick, though. I mean, I think the thing that disappointed a lot of people, and like me in particular, is the whole thing with Kevin Smith is he was one of us. He was somebody who got degraded by Hollywood. He was shunned by them because he was an outcast, because he was the nerd, he was the geek, he was the guy who was doing stuff that nobody else in Hollywood, other than maybe people like Tarantino and Rodriguez, wanted to do. He was doing his own thing, and that's why so many people respected him and gravitated to him early on, especially people in the nerd culture. And the fact that he seems to have taken his stance on the other side of the fence, like, I'm with Hollywood and I'm going to uphold some of these virtues and these ideals, is one of the reasons that he kind of like, okay, yeah, that's not really the kind of stuff I want to follow, because I've seen where all the other people that are leading into those agendas, where they're going with franchises. And that's why I kind of like, I got that stand backish from him.
Dude, it's all good. But remember this about Kevin Smith. That son of a bitch is on the way out anyway. He's not, it's not like he's going to keep going up and up and up. He's never been, like you said, Hollywood's boy.
Yeah.
He just lost all his credibility right now.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I've been a Kevin Smith fan for years.
Same.
My best friend and I still call each other hetero life mates. That's my hetero life mate. And like, I used to know every line of Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back before he had his heart attack, when he was looking like he was ready to pop. He did an interview.
He did. Like, his heart did, kind of, but
what's it called? He did an interview. It was one of those like, what's Kevin Smith been up to? We're gonna find out by talking to him today. And so it's like that.
That's awesome, Adam. That's awesome.
I got it from the quick stop. This is from where Clerks was filmed.
Oh, so the actual one in Jersey?
I mean, like I said, I'm an old school Kevin Smith fan as well.
I mean, I've got. You remember in Mallrats, they come up with the blueprint plans to hit LaFours. I have those two posters still like hanging in my room from like years ago, because though I was for all the reasons we've already gone over. That's exactly why Kevin Smith appealed to me. And just like
what, gentlemen? I really don't understand all the hate for Kevin Smith. I mean, he took my arch nemesis Batman and he made him piss himself. I was laughing hysterically over that the entire time, and I could do with some more of that, Kevin Smith. You get what I'm saying?
No.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah. But what I want to point out or say is that, like, during that interview, what he was saying was that he says, I don't care if I don't make another movie again. I'm doing my podcast. I'm hanging out with my fans. I'm, here with the people. And I love it. And like, that was it. He's like, this is my life. I'm just doing this with the people that have supported me and yada, yada, yada. That was exactly how he felt, was what he said. and then he got a heart attack, and then he turned vegan and started making movies again. People in Hollywood reached out. He was like, maybe I've been a little cynical. I've been kind of a dick. And so he went a complete other way. Now he's drinking the Kool-Aid, and he needed to find a happy medium. But right now he's off in Kool-Aid land.
So there is a connection between veganism and what's going on in Hollywood.
So
there is
thank you for not blaming it on the
Kevin
weed.
Smith told the truth.
Thank you for not blaming it on the weed, because remember, for so long he did not smoke, and then now he did when he had the heart attack. So thank you for not going, it was the weed. Thank you for blaming the right thing, the soyness.
The weed saved his life, man.
I know it did. Yeah. Yep.
Well, he tried Didn't he try to blame the weed on him not remembering when He-Man came out?
Oh shit! Who knows?
Oh my!
Yeah, there was a small article about that where he said, "Oh, it came out in '81, and I was a big fan when it came out in '81. No, like the toys didn't even come out until '82, and the cartoon didn't come out until like '83." So he's like, "Oh, do you expect me to remember that all those years ago, man? I smoked heavily." Like, oh, come on, Kevin.
Like, come on, man.
We know he smoked cigarettes, and maybe he was on the skin flute a little bit. But who knows? There's nothing wrong with that, by the way.
He's an auteur at that.
We don't judge here. I will say the new secret stash, though, I was the very first person. The day I went in there, that weekend, Kevin and Jay were going to be there. I've been on Twitch with Jay.
The one in L.A.?
No, the one in Jersey.
Oh, the Jersey one, yeah.
The new one, because they moved from the original.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Right.
So he had the new shirts out. I was there talking with Mike Zapsik and Walt Flanagan, and Mike didn't know that I only have one eye. And I was there walking real slow, and I'd asked him about something, and this is kind of funny, and then I'll hurry up, I promise. And he's like, well, it's over there. What, are you blind? I go, well, yeah, actually, I am, 3/4 of the way blind. He's like, oh, my God, I am sorry. And I'm like, Mike, look, dude, it's good. You didn't know. I go, I've watched your guys' show. This has been one of my lifelong dreams for me and my daughter to come to the secret stash, even though this is the new one. Well, they were hanging up shirts because Kevin was coming out, and like I had we were delivering dogs, 2 dogs. Oh. One of them went to Jersey. We had them. Their names were Jay and Silent Bob. So we still had We still had one of them when we went in. I think we still had Jay, and so they let me bring the dog in. And this is the only time I wore a mask during this whole pandemic shit, because you had to have a mask.
You had
I
to have one
respect the business, and I understand, how that shit went. So I'm like, all right. Well, the lady was putting out the shirts, so I'm a XXL, so I grabbed one. I go up there. Mike has to ask her how much it is. She goes, "We're not even supposed to sell it." And she's like, "But since it's you and you brought in that cute little wiener dog that we're going to claim as a cat, because I said the dog identifies as a cat, so she could have a dog." Like they gave me they let me buy the shirt, the day early, because they weren't supposed to have them out or ready till Friday when Kevin and Jay got there.
We're going to be there. Oh, that's awesome.
So I was the very first person to get the new shirt, which I do have behind me, but I'm not getting this behind the clown. I will take a picture and I will put it on Justin's what's he doing? Twitter.
Awesome. Yeah, I want to see that. That's a really cool
I was the very first person to get it, and I was like, this is awesome. I'm like, okay, cool. And then the He-Man thing came out. Like I said, I was watching. I kind of liked some of the graphics and stuff, and I was watching. I can tell where Kevin had wrote. I'm like, okay, defo. But like I said, I haven't got through the rest of it, and I don't think he wrote all of it. I think sure, he's got his comments, and maybe he's trying to be a hard ass because he's in that spotlight again. But at the end of the day, when the wind is out of his sails, I still think he's still the same dude. Like, I'd like to sit down, and I don't know about this vegan bullshit, but, we can go to Wahlburgers and get a nice big burger, a heart attack burger or something. But, I at the end of the day, man, like, shit, I ain't even supposed to be here today, right? Like, they said I wanted to be in my 20s, and I'm 45. Hell, I'll be 46 in a month. So I'm still here. Diabetes ain't killed me yet. Diabetes.
Betas.
It's, hey, man, 37 years worth. So I did love Kevin Smith. I loved Clerks, because you guys are used to diabetes now, right? Go back to my era. Go back in the 80s. That shit, you might as well have Dianetics, motherfucker, because that's what they wanted.
That
Ron Hubbard's Dianetics. Oh, you got that Dianetics? No,
yeah, back then, Adam, definitely nobody really knew about it, because I was born in the 70s. So Yeah, I remember when it started becoming a big thing. It wasn't until much later on. It was like in the early 2000s when it started becoming a thing where they were pushing on everybody. Every time you went to the doctor, oh, you're pre-diabetic. You need to change your diet. Yeah, like okay, sure thing, doc. There's a lot of other problems I came to you for. Well, let's not worry about them right now because this is more important. Like, okay, whatever, dude. But yeah, you know what? I mean, yeah, that's the thing with Kevin Smith. I mean, he really was good back then. He did a whole lot of things. I mean, he's made some questionable decisions since, for sure. I mean, I don't know if he's just taunting fans at this point, but he put out a little post where he's talking about Clerks 3 that he was going to kill Houlihan's character.
Oh, yeah.
He
already said that. He said not too long ago that he was gonna have a movie, legitimately make a movie called Moose Jaws. Thank God that never happened. Or the first thing that happens, the opening scene is his character Silent Bob gets killed by the moose. Which would be fucking ridiculous. I mean, it would either have been like a joke movie or it would have been really in canon with Clerks. I don't know which one, but I would imagine that would not have went over well with fans.
He'll be at Horror. Well, he won't be at Horror Hound, but everybody else will. Anderson will be. Dante, Randall, Jay. They're all together at Horror Hound in September.
Oh yeah,
because they were supposed to be last year, and of course we didn't have a Horror Hound last year. So,
Jeff invited me to Horror Hound. Not too long ago.
What is Horror Hound?
Yeah, Horror Hound. It's a convention that's in Cincinnati. It's a horror convention. Usually, Robert Englund is going to be there. I'm going to be there, and Adam, I guess we'll see you there.
Oh yeah, dude! I got my hotel room already, and I mean, I love you, dude. And I know if I'd have called you, you'd been like, "Yeah, come crash with me." But I respect the shit out of you. We will definitely hang out. I'm going to be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and I don't have to come home. I mean, I have to check out Sunday. I have to check out Sunday. But I don't have to be home. Yeah, we don't have puppies then.
Right. Horror Hound.
Yes, horror.
Not horror. No.
Yo, Jeff Hicks said Horror Hound. I thought he said Horror Hound. I was like, the fuck is a whore hound? I'm like, is that where you go get the whores? Is that where the whores are at?
Dolly Parton meets you at the door when you walk in.
Yeah.
Whores.
Well, earlier, wait till you see what I do to Jeff this year, because I've got him every year. This year's going to be the icing on the cake, and we will be there September 11th. And all I can tell you is my outfit does consist with that big ass hat and a whole lot of other stuff. Y'all pay attention to the twats and the tweets and the Facebooks and all that stuff.
No, I just no. You're gonna. I know where you're going with this, and please, God, don't do it.
I'm not bringing a clown, dude. I will text you what I'm talking about, and then you'll understand.
Does it have anything to do with 9/11 by chance?
Is it body paint? Are you body painting yourself the American flag?
Dude, I'm not that big, but I will be all red, white, and blued out. Yes.
Okay, red, white, and blue. That's cool. That's cool. I thought you were gonna do something for shock appeal. That was like,
that's what I was going for.
I wouldn't take don't get me wrong, but that's a 6-foot posable mannequin, and I'm not hauling his ass around with like 3,000 people. So Now, if I put a horse head on him, I'd put him right in Dion's room when we were all at the convention, because I know Jeff would let me do it, and then he would get a good laugh at it, and then he'd probably kick my fucking ass. Love you, Dion. But it's nothing. It's nothing like that. But I got pictures I'll send you, and you'll start.
All right, Adam. I got you. Rookie, we will save that for the end. Rookie, we are going to save that for the end, because that was very exciting what happened earlier. And actually, it threw me off because I was supposed to prepare for the stream. I actually was hanging out with Jeff from World Class Bullshitters last night. So yeah, that might explain why I'm slightly disorganized. But it was a lot of fun. And everyone's like talking about whorehounds and oh my gosh. Okay, so back to what I was trying to say 20 minutes ago. I think we've gone on 3 different tangents. My God.
We had a topic at one point.
I never want to be that dick that just says like, all right, guys, shut the fuck up. We're moving on. But
sometimes you gotta.
We're moving on.
Yeah.
Given the nature of the stories, though, you could probably just share the screen, and then as soon as it pops up, we'll stop talking and go, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Justin, for letting us just keep going, though, brother. I do appreciate it.
Yeah, it's all my fault, Justin. You could blame me. I'm an agent of chaos.
Right.
Don't
one
take
of the
his
things-
line. You'll be a dead guinea pig, motherfucker.
As long as you're not the kind of agent that's going to get in the way of between us and Whorehound.
We need
never
to find
that.
those
Oh, God.
whorehounds.
Whorehound needs to feed the family too, you know?
They need loving too.
Well, we were talking about earlier how people really shouldn't be talking about things that they've only heard in a review, or they saw like somebody's like movie reaction, and then you just
Right.
claim that you saw the movie. No, you didn't see the movie.
You didn't experience it. You don't know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, you got a summary of it and visually, and you got key highlighted scenes, but you don't understand the context of those scenes because you haven't seen the whole thing, and that's why it makes it so impactful. And some people have even claimed that that some videos like reaction videos or CinemaSins, for example, like does that.
Mhm.
And CinemaSins was trending the other day, starting with this guy. It's saying it sucks that CinemaSins has convinced a generation of people that stories don't immediately explain themselves to you are bad, because now every writer feels the need to explain every minute detail and ambiguity, leaving absolutely no mystery or space for interpretation. And then this guy, Stephen Ford, I don't really know who he is or anything, but
he's pretty cool. If anybody watches Kamen Rider, like I do, obviously, he was in the one series that we got over here in America, like in the last 10 years. So he's he's like a stunt actor.
Oh, okay.
For those that aren't aware, Kamen Rider being a type of Power Ranger or Sentai-ish.
Basically a Power Rangers type show.
Yeah.
Okay. And he said, no, this is a
clarification.
bad take. CinemaSins revolutionized film criticism in a fun and sarcastic way for the YouTube era, introducing so many to looking at films in a different way. It's equal parts parody with decent criticism for both bad and good films, and so many critics on YouTube owe their success to CinemaSins. That's true. The general disrespect and misread of the channel is astounding. Also, I'm biased as hell. CinemaSins is one of the reasons why I'm the director today. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I get that. So there's this whole debate going on about whether or not CinemaSins is actually good for film criticism, or just they're just trolls. Like for example, there's even a channel that's it's called The Birdman. If any of you guys have heard of him,
I think I have. Yeah.
He makes these videos called "Everything Wrong with CinemaSins," and it's this guy that criticizes everything and gives sins to CinemaSin videos. And it's so entertaining. I don't watch CinemaSins anymore. I just watch his critique of it because he covers mostly all.
No, Justin, if you don't watch CinemaSins now, you can't talk about CinemaSins now.
But I have watched most of the ones that he's already done to begin with.
But you didn't get the full story, Justin.
No, for most of them starting out, most of them have been ones that I already watched before. I'm like, oh shit, I never thought of it that way. I just thought it was funny and entertainment
out of it, essentially. So
right,
yeah. I'll try to show you a clip in a little bit, but even Mahler was saying that CinemaSins is the boogeyman of modern art discussion. Apparently, creation and commentary from every writer is now unfortunately marred by a no lap dance in this scene. Ding. Art is being ruined because some people have detailed world building. Fuck off. Like, there we go, Mahler. But I want to ask you guys the general question. Is CinemaSins good or bad for film criticism overall? Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Is it somewhere in between? We'll start out with Spencer.
Yeah, so I saw this all kind of trending yesterday. Obviously, everybody did. I think CinemaSins. So I think both Stephen Ford and the original poster are a little too extreme. I think CinemaSins is good. Like it's fun and it's entertaining, and yeah, it does have some good criticisms every now and then. But it's one of those shows that you should only be watching for entertainment rather than looking at it going, oh yeah, this is serious criticism. But I do think that the existence of CinemaSins and the way and its popularity has gotten a lot more people to look critically at films, you know, because there are some things they do call out that are really bad, like the whole plan in Civil War, like Zemo's plan that needed everything to happen specifically and just right. Like, yeah, they pointed that out, that it was bad. And so
or they'll say like, hey, 45 seconds of logos, like wasting time. And it's like, that's silly.
That's just,
like,
that's just cinema. Like, that's what it is.
Yes, Bunny with a keyboard. That's, yeah. There's a troll of a troll.
A troll of a troll of a troll. No, yeah. Everything wrong with quite. Everything good with everything wrong with cinema sins.
Yeah. Yeah, it's that kind of thing. But I don't know. My thing is like sometimes like the Birdman specifically. I'll show you his channel. This is his channel. He has a whole thing of everything wrong with cinema sins, and it's he goes through a lot of them, which are very funny. So big shout out to him. But there have been times where they would say, I think it was like the Friday video, that he had criticizing CinemaSins, everything wrong with Friday, like the movie with Ice Cube.
Yeah.
And they said that they were complaining about a really good, there'd be too much smog in Los Angeles because of what just because of there was a shot that really clearly showed a very clear shot of LA, and the Birdman decided to go out because he lives in LA,
right,
with a drone and showing a very clear skies in LA, and then he's just waving like in the back, like no, you can never get a clear shot.
Yeah,
so something like that, or saying. That like you're missing the entire point of the show, or he makes a pop culture reference that has nothing to do with the movie cliche. So he makes like a reference to something else, and then that's it. And it's such a great channel. But that's what the Birdman is. But again, I think that it's more satirical. It's not supposed to be actual film criticism. It does have interesting points. The channel does, but it's not meant to be taken so seriously. Rookie, as a rookie critic yourself, what exactly do you think CinemaSins has in terms of the influence on film criticism, and if it's positive or negative?
Well, I don't know. Some people like to use them as like, oh yeah, dude, CinemaSins tore open this one movie or something. They'll sometimes they'll use it as like a reference of good critique, and it's like no, not at all. And it's kind of annoying in a way, just because like it is satirical, but they won't 100% say that either. It's like it's for laughs, but it's also I made a good point or something. It's like, well, but so what do you mean?
You can't have it both ways. Yeah,
a good one is like in the Joker, when he's doing the Joker one, he's talking about like he dings it because people after they saw the movie were taking pictures at those stairs or something, and it's like that's a ding. Like, okay, like, is that one of your serious ones or a fake one?
Right.
I don't know.
Well,
because it's so mixed, and it's just kind of like, so if I'm gonna critique, I don't know. It's like he wants to avoid any criticism as far as a channel themselves, and for a channel that is supposed to be critiquing in a fun way or something. Like I don't know what you're supposed to get from this. It's like it's tough for me to understand what people watching it are like. Yes, I achieved some. I don't know. Like what is? I don't know. It's hard for me to understand what the appeal is, I suppose, personally.
I used to watch CinemaSins, and then I stopped just because it was like it felt like he was trying to just do like he'd complain about things that I'm like, that's accurate, or that's like. It wasn't always entertaining for me because it felt like he was reaching. That's a good word. Yeah. It felt like he was reaching a lot. And so I stopped watching CinemaSins. But I mean, if people get a kick out of it, then that's good for them, but it doesn't really impact the reviewing, people have lost faith in like critics. So that's the problem.
So
it's not to CinemaSins doesn't do it.
We started with Siskel and Ebert, and now we're at. So like now that they're gone, we have fucking CinemaSins.
I guess I'd say in a way. So like I'm not trying to totally rag on them. I will say that they are probably kind of like The Last Jedi, where like because of them, a lot of YouTube channels exist and have found their own way to do it better. Essentially, to like
that.
See, I guess the problem I have with CinemaSins is they have no baseline, or there's no like established anything on how they do, like on how they critique something. So like anything can be a joke, and anything can be. Sometimes they are making a serious. They're trying to make a serious point, but I don't know which one was the serious one, because it's like, and sometimes they'll just be like, "Wow, that was cool." So clap, clap. That's some points off. They'll move from Sins because that was cool. But it's like, does that mean the film is like good? Like, what is your critique level? Because sometimes there's cool shit in other things, but you don't take away dings for those moments. But it's like, I don't know what
over here. So, there's no consistency.
Yeah, it's that kind of that kind of thing where I can't myself find it funny. And if he says, "Oh, there's no lap dance here," it's like, is that funny? Or I don't know. I don't find that funny. It's like, okay, I guess a joke, but just because it's a joke, does it make it funny?
Right.
Like he can tell a lot. I bet he tells lots of jokes in his videos. I don't think half of them are funny. So I don't know how good it is personally. You know what I mean? Am I wrong on that?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Well, see, here's what we got. We've got a okay. So Muse is saying, I don't know what the internet is, and SpongeBob, he's saying, I love it, because, I am Kevin Smith. I love everything on the interwebs, whether it's right or wrong. I myself, I don't watch any of that shit. I used to skip try to skip trailers half the time. But then again, there's not been anything new coming up that I really wanted to see anyways. But yeah, I mean, it sounds like off what Rookie said, like you kind of watch it, get kind of a laugh, maybe if you're lucky, maybe if you're a little inebriated, you might get a good little chuckle. But yeah, it sounds like to me, I'm gonna steal a line from a friend of mine's show that I'll be on tomorrow morning. Etep Bakuli in the Place to Be reviews. I'm gonna sell that motherfucker. I don't want nothing to do with it.
Etep, sub to Etep. Hell yeah.
Yep, sub to Etep. I will be on his morning show tomorrow morning at 9:30 in the a.m.s. I am a special guest because I'm a good guy. But that's the hat, man. This is the hat I was telling you about, Justin. Look, I even did my hair. Look up, boy. Okay, so we got the hat. And look, I even went and got my hair did.
Whoa, we are rocking.
So we're rocking, baby.
Whoa.
We're rocking.
Woo!
So, yeah,
that's America.
Super America.
That's America. And then I already sent you the rest of what I got so far on your telly. So
you look like a patriotic troll. I love it.
So
yeah. Bunny with a keyboard. Yes. There's no lap dance here. That's because CinemaSins feels the scene really deserves one. Maybe they removed it from the scene and it feels less immersive without it. No.
It's kind of randomly.
He says things like, Jennifer Aniston isn't my girlfriend in this scene. Like, it's just like,
which are like, I know they started as like running jokes, like, one movie, they did it for one movie and it really hit. And so they started doing it for all of them and it's a running joke. But now it's sort of like you were just saying, like, there's no humor inherent in the jokes. It's just a joke for joke.
Yeah, it's like,
what am I getting here? Yeah,
it's like if I were to say, "Hey, look, that kid's in sand." That's his joke. Like,
no! The actual joke is much more funny. I mean, but this is the kind of stuff that this isn't actual film criticism. It's a joke, and it's the funniest one I can think of.
What a fucking baby!
It's just that's from Jaws. When Sean, like the little kid, is like crying because his brother got attacked by a shark. And he just says, "What a fucking baby," and then just gives it a sin. Like, that's not. Do you think that's not actual criticism? It's a joke, because who would sin a baby? Like, who would sin a toddler like that?
I don't know. What did the toddler do? I might.
He did nothing. He was building a sandcastle, saying, like, "Do you know the Muffin Man?" And that was it. That was it. And then he gets shat on. Like, what?
Donut person, I take offense to muffins, so that kid's out of here.
For fuck's sake. It's a Doomacorn. God damn it, Stone Cold Jeremy. every single time.
Do it.
Thank you for the Doomacorn. Spencer, do you want to do the Doomacorn thing? No, you don't. No? Do you know it?
Bad negotiator. You're already.
Never mind. I'll just do it. He does this to me every single day.
Do it.
Every single day, like that we do this just every week. Oh my gosh.
Obligatory Doomacorn.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Doom. Are you fucking welcome, you asshole? You're obligatory Doomacorn. I know.
I wish Lorena was here for that.
Yeah. Well, she's been there when I've usually made her do it, but
that makes more sense.
But no, I don't like doing it. I'm very uncomfortable with it, and that's why he makes me do it.
Justin, the Doomacorn is not for your pleasure; it's for theirs. Thank you.
Yeah, that's why I do it. That's why I do this for you guys. I do this for you,
and we appreciate it.
This scene doesn't have a Doomacorn.
We always come to This Week in Bullshit for our pleasure.
Tommy, why did you suddenly change your avatar to Brie Larson and then back to the guinea pig?
Because it wasn't made for him.
Okay.
Oh, the plank. Guess we were talking about Mahler earlier, so that's probably why.
I feel relieved that you're going to Horror Hound. I feel safe now because, see, I have to lug this around, and I'm going to pick it up as soon as I can. I guess if I didn't have sunglasses on, that would help. But they are prescription. All right, so there's the men's room. So since you're going to be there, and since I'm on YouTube and not where I need to be, there we go. See, when you're the United States champion of the men's room, I feel safer now that I know Proper will be there with me.
What the
I don't have to worry about people taking my championship belt for the men's room. For you, my friend.
You need a cage match in the bathroom for it.
Yeah. Every Friday night, 8:40 Eastern Standard Time, I'm on the men's room. I threw it in the chat. That's our link tree. Everywhere that we are, myself, Appalachian America, Tommy Gunn. Of course, I have that honor of being with Etep Akulian tomorrow morning. It's awesome being here with you. Because usually I'm lurking because I'm watching you on the TV and stuff with the dogs and everything, and you can't message on the TV. And a lot of times I'm inebriated and can't really, use the phone because, well, hell, I can't see it. So. But,
Adam, when you get on ETEP's show, make sure you start with that belt. He will greatly appreciate that.
Yeah, well, you do know I'm the one that got him the necklace.
Not really.
Very true.
I went and met him. I actually got him a medallion that says
when did you meet
in the place to be reviewed.
When did you meet ETEP?
What month are we in now?
July.
Okay.
July. So I think June I went up there. It's on our Facebook. But I drove up to his house. Okay, so here's the story. I bought him a present, and he knew I got him a present, and I was going to ship it to him, but they wanted like $60 to ship this thing because it was 5 pounds. I'm like, that's ridiculous. I will forget that. So I called him, and I'm like, hey, bro, like I respect the fact you've got a kid and a wife, and we can meet not at your house somewhere else. But it's going to cost me way more to ship this than to just meet, can we just meet up for the afternoon? And he said, yeah. So I drove up to his place. I gave him the medallion. He couldn't believe it. He was like, holy shit. We went out for lunch, hung out the entire day. It was about a 4-hour drive for me, up to, UP. So I came back. And then we're making plans. Grand Rapids, there's a Comic-Con going on in a couple of weeks. I might meet him up there. And then, of course, Horror Hound as well. So, but yeah, we message back and forth all the time. My life got weird because of the fact that, like, I finally quit smoking 6 weeks ago. I started working out, and ETEP kind of ended up being like my gym buddy, right? Like, because he had started working out a week before I did. I started working out, building my gym because I had a lot of equipment and stuff, but I just hadn't really used it in my extra garage. So I built a gym. So then from time to time, we just send stuff back and forth, basically being gym bros from 4 or 5 hours away. And I'm on every time he's got a stream, I'm in the chat. A lot of times when he's on other shows, I'm in the chat. Drew, especially when Drew on Tuesday nights, when he's doing his stuff, I try to catch it as much as possible. I always will type something in there, but I'll catch the replay when I'm working out in the gym. So,
we should have Drew on here at some point.
Definitely have Drew. He's a great guest.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
Drew's awesome. Drew is awesome.
So
I've never
long
streamed with him, but he's a good dude.
Long story short, Adam, like what? Okay, no.
Long
What were you
story
gonna
short is
say?
I got him that badass medallion. We bonded just over life, man. You know, he's a couple years younger than I am, and he's a hell of a guy. He's just like you. You know, you and I haven't actually met face to face yet, but it's happening in September, like the week after my birthday. So we're gonna have fun.
Well, Bunny. After all the tangents we went through, it's been a long journey to it. Let's get started with it. Finally, after an hour and 35 fucking minutes.
Hey man, we're trying to keep you on air.
You know what? You know what? Nowadays,
you need that watch time. You need that watch time.
No. Here's the thing. It didn't. No. After all those fucking tangents, I think we should just start with one serious story that go to a bunch of bullshit, then talk about the next one. Because then people won't be like, what the fuck, or why are we talking about anime? Why are we talking about this shit? You know what? You know, just to not confuse the fuck out of people, because you know, it took us like over an hour to talk about the headline story, and that's fine and stuff. This is the shit that just happens. But it's just like for people who are new that won't get it.
Not so much the journey, okay, buddy?
You see, no, if the stream ends up being 4 hours long, this is actually pretty quick, you know?
Right?
That's
it's
what she
all
said.
relative.
Fair enough.
Really quick.
Just dare you to get a Monty Python get that reads, get on with it.
You should.
Oh man, I wish. No. Hey, you know what? It happens sometimes. You know, it is what it is, and I'm not complaining because I like all you guys, and it's, you know, it's fun. This is fun. I really do enjoy it, but it did take an hour and a half to get to this, so it's all right. So Scarlett Johansson sues for breach of contract over the Black Widow release. Long story short, it's because that Disney was going to give her a percentage of the profits theatrically. And basically, what happened was, well, COVID hit. And
they just didn't want to pay her, bro. They said, no, bitch.
Disney's representative said Disney's intentionally induced Marvel's breach of the agreement without justification in order to prevent Ms. Johansson from realizing the full benefit of her bargain with Marvel. Disney announced in March Black Widow would premiere simultaneously on the studio subscription-based streaming service for a premium $30 price, as well as on the big screen. The move was made as the movie industry was rebounding from COVID-19 closures and capacity restrictions. On July 9th, Black Widow was set a pandemic-era box office record with its $80 million debut in North America and earned additional $78 million overseas. Pulled all this money, $60 million from Disney Plus. Ticket sales steeply declined in subsequent weeks and currently stands as $319 million globally, putting Black Widow on track to become one of the lowest grossing Marvel movies of all time.
You know what, Justin, I would just like to add too, is the one thing that they always miss when they talk about these gross sales is they don't take in, number one, what the theater cut is, nor what they spent in promotion. They never talk about that.
Never the promotion. Nobody ever does talk about promotion, and that sucks. Because I feel like that's an important number. Like, we need that metric.
Dude, Disney spent a fortune on The Force Awakens, because that was not The Force Awakens, the Rise of Skywalker, because that was everywhere. Every game I was playing on my phone, every website I was on, everywhere.
So many
much money.
You can go to like the grocery store, or I guess not anymore, but I know there are like photos that time where you would go to the grocery store and there's like Ray's face on a bag of bananas. There's a stormtrooper on like a can of beans, like just all this crap. Like a toilet cleaner has Chewy on it. Like, what is happening? Like, calm down, people.
Yeah, seriously. And you know, it was even funny. Like, I was taking an Uber somewhere when in 2019, around when what's that stupid fuck Galaxy's Edge came out at it was just at Disneyland, and there was a radio ad that says go come to Disneyland where you can see Mickey Mouse, Ray from Star Wars, and Ray,
gosh.
what? Wait, that's your big.
That's your selling point, yeah.
Why?
With that.
No.
Oh, I don't want to go anymore. It just turns off the radio.
Yeah,
turns the car around.
Really trying to push that. I saw that shit everywhere. Everywhere. Especially in California, where the movies are just they're plastered everywhere. It was so annoying. I asked a buddy of mine, asked a normie friend if he was looking forward to the movie before it came out. He says, "Yeah." So then all the fucking advertising will stop.
Honestly.
And what's even more interesting is this quote from Johansson's attorney. It's no secret that Disney is releasing films like Black Widow directly onto Disney Plus to increase subscribers and thereby boost the company's stock price, and that it's hiding behind COVID-19 as a pretext to do so. But ignoring the contracts of the artists responsible for the success of its films in furtherance of this short-sighted strategy, I almost said strategery, violates their rights. It violates their rights, and we look forward to proving as much in court. This will surely not be the last case where Hollywood talent stands up to Disney and makes it clear that whatever the company may prevent, it has a legal obligation to honor its contracts. I'm sure I missed something there, but what did you guys, because this came out today, you guys have gotten the chance to look at it, I imagine, right?
Yep. I just published an article a little bit before we came up about it. So essentially, I'm torn here because on a business angle, I'm like, yes, of course, Disney completely violated her contract. You guys agreed to this beforehand. Go get them. On the other, somebody close to the case said that ScarJo is going to miss out on about $50 million, which is a lot of money. But she's also a gazillionaire. Part of me is almost like, why are you fighting over 50 million? But then again, it's probably the equivalent of me fighting over a couple thousand, which I need right now, So who knows?
Yeah, because her contract, it was supposed to be released exclusively in theaters.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the main thing that I missed on that.
Now, here's an oddball take on this. Now, we all remember she came out recently and she was talking about how she couldn't stand the idea of the sexualization
of Black
that
Widow.
they were performing on Black Widow. Now, what if this was Disney telling her to say these
toying
things,
that company
and
line.
she started catching all the backlash from it, and now this is her way to reach back out and strangle Disney for putting her in that negative spotlight? Could that be a possibility of why she's proceeding with something that, in all intent purposes, it's a pretty minor thing for her as far as what she's going to get out of it?
I think there's something to that. Go ahead. Sorry, I totally overspoke.
I completely 1,000% agree with Tommy. I was going to say something very similar because I think that her character's changed, and she's now Disney's pulling shenanigans, and they make her say things like that about the over-sexualization of her character and whatnot. They're things that Disney wants her to say. But then when she got cast for that trans role and they were like, oh my God, no. And then she had to quit and she's like, this is bullshit. We're actors. We should be able to play whoever we want.
Yep.
And I think she's an actress in her core, and that's how she feels. So she says she's professional. So she does the song and dance. But first chance she gets to punch Disney in the nuts, she's taking it. This is it.
And could it be, especially after what happened to Gina,
Yeah, true.
I mean,
more protecting her own back. Yeah, seeing what happened to Gina, she's like, I'm going to protect my own back here.
Right. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, because that's what I mean, to me, that makes sense. There's logic there.
I see the logic there too, because yes, she says in the lawsuit that I tried to reach out to Disney and Marvel to renegotiate my contract and they were unresponsive, blah, blah, blah. I feel like they could have worked out some deal to get some Disney Plus revenue in the back end, right? Or we did screw you out of 50 million. Here's 30 million from the Disney Plus and 20 million from us or whatever. I think by going public with this, she is trying to again, I'm not positive on what she's doing, but it's clear that she is going for the nut shot on Disney, and I'm here for it.
Yeah, I totally agree. And Tommy, here you go. This is just for you, Tommy. That would be the necklace I was talking about. That is what I got ETEP.
Oh yeah, I've seen him wearing it. Matter of fact, I was just on the other night with him. So,
yeah, that would be it. That was my gift to him for just being entertaining, but B, he looked so sad after the whole Phantom Menace thing and everything, and I was just like, you know what? Yeah. And by the way, thank you, Joe Biden, for paying for that.
What the fuck am I? I don't even know if I want to bring this up.
Uh-oh.
What the fuck am I looking at? Holy shit.
Well, you just said the title.
Okay. Okay, for some reason.
Dude.
Oh, that one.
What the fuck is this? So, okay, this I don't know who this bitch is.
Did you see the original?
I only saw this. I was like, what the fuck is this? Absolutely not getting swept up into another Twitter cesspool, so deleted the tweet before it picks up steam. Too late, bitch. Obviously not an actual solution, but it is a real problem. Everyone take a deep breath. What the fuck is a propos? A propos of nothing. I really think if someone quickly deletes a tweet, it shouldn't be screenshotted and shared. Like, just let it die. You know? No one else agree. People don't know what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. What this chick said. Someone needs to the fuck no. Someone needs to
absolutely not.
Create for children.
Can't we just let my tweet die? Why'd you screenshot that? Okay, that's why you're so mad.
No, I just want everybody to remember this is a check mark. This is somebody that Twitter says is responsible.
Yep.
Dang.
Yep.
Young teens are already watching porn, but they're finding hardcore aggressive videos that give a terrible view of sex. They need entry-level.
Isn't that what Skinamax was for? Like back in the day, you had like Showtime and Skinamax and that.
You had to work for it.
You know,
Softcore site where everyone asks for consent and no one gets choked.
What? Somebody needs to choke her.
Okay, so at least
no.
Yeah,
No. Okay. Look.
No one gets choked.
Look. I get it. You know, you want to. You know, young teens. You know, like I don't like the whole idea of just abstinence only sex education, because that's not sex education. But when you say shit like, "Oh, we need this for children," no, I'm done. No.
Yeah, it's like where in your thought process did you think this was a good idea? And then I want to yell, I want to go be like, do not play the victim woe is me card. Like, oh, why is my tweet being spread around? Read it. Read why your tweet is being spread around. Mm-hmm. Go check her hard drive. Like, it's so bad. Her dad partied with Epstein anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, like, no, this isn't a good look. People are like, oh, and then when you go back and read this, like, oh, I'm not doing it. Everyone take a deep breath. Like, oh, no, we're gonna forget this. No, no one else. Like, just let it die. You mean this tweet? Yet no. Everyone's like, no, this. No. Oh, Ricky Berwick even.
Ricky.
Yes. I didn't actually know that. Ricky Berwick said it. Holy
this Uter, heck.
You know what?
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. That's all you need. That's all you need. Holy shit.
I like how Rookie Critic totally pieced out. Like, this topic is too hot for me.
Funny you say that.
Yeah, it like broke my computer.
Yeah.
It like broke my computer.
Oh,
it was
back.
like, no, close down. Fuck that. No.
Come on, Rook. Tell the truth. You were looking for that site. Hoping to find it. They already put it.
No, thank you. There's more than enough adult stuff. I probably won't ever see enough of the adult stuff. So,
It'll never run out.
Yeah, like if I actually end up watching all of it one day, that'd be a waste of my life. But
Yeah. We all know the only porn site that you're going to promote is the cookie porn site.
Well, I run that shit.
Yeah, that is
owner,
his site.
operator, and founder.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, that and the tomatoes. If you haven't heard, the ones I've destroyed, their seeds have taken hold right at the edge of my porch and are literally growing tomatoes now.
Really?
Nice.
Breeded new life. For people who don't know, Rookie, can you explain what the tomatoes are?
Yeah, so you guys remember when Brie Larson, Captain Marvel, was going out and Rotten Tomatoes website was kind of being a little sketchy on how they're treating it with fans and stuff, and I thought it'd be funny. And there wasn't any videos about like people using real tomatoes to make fun of Rotten Tomatoes a bit, so I made a stop motion thingy with that, and they worship Brie Larson as their goddess. Instead of saying "Oh my God," they say "Oh my Larson" or "Oh my Brie Larson" or something.
God, that sounds horrifying.
Made a whole little stories about it, and then they evolved to I made Game of Tomatoes, like a Game of Thrones parody with the tomatoes, and I usually end up destroying the shit out of all the tomatoes in the very end. And the last one I did was the Tomato Wars, like a Star Wars parody kind of with the tomatoes. And when I did that one, I squished them and it shoved their guts off the porch, off my back porch, and apparently they've taken seed and are growing. I thought I finished them off, but they're coming back. The bastards.
Life finds a way.
They're coming for you, man.
Always finds a way.
Seriously, no, there's over a dozen growing on there. I'll take another picture and show her on Twitter because it's what the fuck?
Well, that way you've got a backup so you can sell them the Subway.
No, they're going to try to kill me because they're going to get revenge. Of course.
It is literally Attack of the Killer Tomato. I like it.
I guess that's an idea, Stone Cold Jeremy. But
Stone Cold Jeremy says, here's a novel idea. How about we as parents and guardians become parents again and stop handing our children off to YouTube, D+, and Netflix instead of just handing them a tablet and go on their phone. Maybe we should pay attention. I get it. Sometimes it's just go away. I don't want to deal with my kids. Maybe you should have been a parent to begin with. Maybe ready for it. Or I get it. Kids suck.
Justin,
kids suck. But still.
Justin, speaking as a parent myself, I can actually talk on this subject a little bit. And one of the things that I ran into a problem with, and it didn't exist when I was a kid, and it was just starting to come into fruition, like in the late 80s, is when they had these government agencies that were telling parents what they could and couldn't say to their children. Like if you yelled at your child too much, they could say that you were mentally abusing your child. And it got to a point where a lot of these parents have pretty much just given up because the government steps in and tells them what they can and can't do. Next thing you know, you got somebody from DIFUS knocking on your door saying that you're abusing your child when you weren't. I mean, and a lot of these parents, they don't even want to deal with it anymore. So they're like, okay, well, let's just hand it off to the internet and then put them in front of a TV. I mean, they were talking about that in the 80s. There was a metal band, and I mentioned this once before, called Nuclear Assault. And in their one song, they said, television, the idiot tube that helps to raise our children as fools. Why? Because parents were becoming more and more intimidated by government overreach into what should have been their responsibility in the first place.
Correct. I
think that sums it up perfectly. Yeah. All right, we're closing in on the 2-hour mark. We're a little past 9, which is, it's about that time to wrap it up. This has been a good stream. Thank you everybody for joining. Let's go across. Let's go about the panel and tell the people what you got going on. Started with Tommy.
Tommy.
Hey, everybody. This is Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective, where you can find me at my channel of said name, where we're nibbling off toes and giving people a hard time at times. Usually I'm just reviewing old toys, old movies, and sometimes a lot of these retro toys that are coming out. The last one that I did on the retro toy was the 2021 Hordak figure from the Retro Masters of the Universe line. Oh, cool. And then I did a video on why the Guinea Pig Collective got started, because people still ask me, do I really have guinea pigs and what's up with the name? So I did that as well. The next review I'm going to do is I am going to do a little bit of a short discussion about what I thought about the Netflix kingdom, which I've expressed some of my opinions already here tonight. And then after that, I think I'm going to start reviewing some more of the Masters retro line that came out. I mean, those figures are very interesting. They paid a lot of respect to the toys that came before, and it's what a lot of the fans wanted to see. So remember, never let anybody tell you what you can and can't say, what you should or should not watch, because your silence gives consent. Thank you, Justin. Thank you, chat. Thank you, panel. You all are amazing.
Hail the guinea pig.
Speaking of amazing, Look at this dancing stud.
You didn't have to. Anyway, so guys, my name is Spencer. This has been great. I love hanging out with Justin and everybody on the panel. It's nice to meet new friends, hang out with some old friends, and of course, everybody in the chat. Awesome one, Jenny, Bunny. It was awesome for you to jump over here. I know we got Keely in here pretty recently. Thanks, guys, for stopping by. It's always fun to hang out with everybody. As for where you can find me, obviously, every day on Bounding Into Comics, we're dropping new news, new articles, new everything. Wednesdays, you can find us on our live stream, the Black Pill stream, where we talk all the things wrong with pop culture that's going on lately. And as for myself, you can find me on Twitter at Kabuto Writer Mav, and also on my channel, Kabuto Studios. It's brand new. I've only got one stream up right now, but come subscribe. I'm going to do live streams. We can talk about anime over there and not waste Justin's time and just have a good old time.
No, it's fine. It only took like 15 minutes to go.
Just a little, it was just a small aside. But aside from that, everybody make sure subscribe to Justin here, follow him on Twitter, and yeah, thanks for inviting me. It's always fun to be here.
It's great having you too.
Oh shit! I'm sorry, that was hilarious. Oh goodness, and you did go to me too. I was looking, I was like, oh, that some bitch is gonna do it. So yeah, I'm ahead of Shawhan. I will be with Yeticast in the Place to Be reviews tomorrow morning for the AM show, followed by I will also be on the men's room at 8:40 p.m. because I am the United States champion of the men's room. Linktree is in the description. Yeticast in the Place to Be reviews is in the chat as well, not the description. The chat. Don't forget Tony Tone Deaf. I am a deaf head. Yes, I am because I'm my boy Tony Tone Deaf, the Clown World Review. As well, another great channel. All good people that all love Proper Jeremy, and I love Proper Jeremy, and y'all should love Proper Jeremy because Proper Jeremy is the bomb, even though he is now Justin Proper.
Who the fuck is Proper Jeremy?
Proper Jeremy?
Yeah, you know.
I thought you were going to say Proper Jenny.
No,
familiar with Justin Proctor.
Oh God!
It doesn't matter how many times he changes his name. I knew his real name from way back in the day. I never messed up and gave out your real name till you did it yourself. You will always be PJ to us, and you know that.
Spencer, they're talking about this. This is how my channel actually started. By the way,
That's incredible.
My channel is actually officially 3 years old now.
Oh,
this is
awesome.
actually an anniversary. The Twitter page, the YouTube channel. I created this whole fucking channel just because the live streams on Geeks and Gamers were fucking funny. And I loved interacting on them.
Inspired.
And there were joke accounts made of Jeremy. That's why I'm wearing the shirt today. There were joke accounts made of Jeremy, and then I decided to bring that was starting on Twitter, and then I decided to bring that to YouTube on the live streams, and then everybody made a Jeremy account. We got up to like 300 ones. It was ridiculous.
Council of Jeremys. Although since it is your anniversary,
Twitter.
Do you want to know something that you still to this day don't know?
What?
I found out who your appendix was.
Oh, who?
Might have been the clown behind me. It was me, motherfucker. Who else? It was me.
God
it was me.
Damn it. Oh,
all that time. It was me, Austin. It was me, Justin. Yeah, it was me. It was one of my extra accounts, man. It was so much fun because, you scared the shit out of us when that happened. And I was so happy you were alive. I had to look, who else makes a parody account of a parody account, right? Me. The super fan. You want the super fan on your side. Trust me.
Will do, Jenny. Awesome one. Justin Proper's you didn't even spell beautiful correctly.
He did that for you, Justin, because he knew it would.
Fucking asshole!
Your mastery of the English language.
Oh, for a good time called Jenny. Oh God! Now do I have to explain everything now? Okay, I'll make it fucking quick. Made a joke account. This is the profile picture. You see Jeremy of Geeks and Gamers. Yes, it's all beautiful. My whole backstory was because around this time, a little before, Lando came out as pansexual. I made a big announcement that Proper Jeremy is pansexual. Proper Jeremy is that is gay and all that stuff. All these coming out stories. And eventually, I'm like, what's the next step? proper Jeremy becomes proper Jenny. And
Oh my gosh.
transgender. That's an obvious thing. But then when I changed that on my YouTube name, it got stuck. And I got stuck with it for 3 months.
Proper Justin, that's
and I had to deal with
proper
that.
Jeremy.
Yeah, so that's
That's
whole
awesome.
thing. And then I changed my name to Justin Proper to avoid that all. And I did. It was a lot of fun. Happy anniversary to this account. And I will give a credit to this guy, the Rookie Critic, and because it was one of the first live streams I've ever done. And I want to thank you, Rookie, for that.
And I'm welcome.
Glad that you're on the show.
You're trying to keep your anonymity that day, but you came on as yourself.
Yeah, I did come on to myself. I revealed my face.
Oh no,
it was bad. But anyways, Rookie, tell the people what you got going on, because it's pretty fucking cool.
Hell yeah. So I got my channel, The Rookie Critic, and then also the Fandom Collective over with Flipped Out. And I've been working on this video for a long time, and Justin helped me out on this one as well. And it's a little light compilation from the channel Mr. Ballin. If you guys follow me, tell stories that are the strange, dark, and mysterious. And it's pretty funny and pretty good the way that he does it. And he does this little thing with the like button. You guys know the smash the like button stuff. Well, he takes it to eviscerate, incinerate, annihilate. And then after a while, after he got tired of doing one-word ones, got really elaborate with how to destroy the like button in different ways, or to mess with them, take them out to dinner and leave them without the check, or leave them with the check. It's like with the like button. The poor thing suffers.
I love that.
Kidnap him, brush his teeth, and make him drink orange juice. The like button has to suffer a lot. So we made a compilation video. Right now that's got over 3,000 views, and I posted it a couple hours ago, and it's like, love it.
Oh, that's what that was earlier, like button compilation. I saw it come up, and then Justin unshared the screen.
Yep, he was like, just boop, sneak peek. Yeah, and then we got another video coming out tomorrow where it's part of a series that we're starting on the Phantom Collective. We did one before called YouTuber Appreciation, and it started with the Critical Drinker. Next one's for Mr. Ballin tomorrow, and trying to be really elaborate and, all this information that I can and make it funny and fun. Talking about some YouTubers that are that are popular, but I don't know how many people in our family.
Oh, God damn it. No. Please. No.
The tomatoes got him.
Come back.
The maters got him.
Rookie, no. Damn it.
Rip to tomato.
Take that like button out to dinner and never call it again.
That's so good. That's pretty good.
That is a good one. The one that I would suggest is something that I actually did prank to my YouTube bestie, Mary Mayhem. This is a true story. I would say, please tell the like button that you're going to buy them Chinese food, but only order fortune cookies. That's basically what I did. I actually did that over Grubhub. I said, hey, I'll send you some food, and I sent her 64 fortune cookies, soggy French fries, and some soup that wasn't even edible. So, and she's like, "What the fuck?"
Take that.
True story. All right, Rook got checkmate.
What happened?
You got matered, baby.
All right, Rookie, what were you going to say? You kind of dipped out there.
At what point did I stop being heard?
Tomato Town?
I don't know. YouTubers.
Yeah, so I don't know. So we're doing videos on YouTubers trying to get people to check them out, but it's like a one-stop shop, and I make a little skit with it and everything, try to make it fun, compile some other videos together, and I think it's a good example going forward with tomorrow's video. So if it's a YouTuber that you guys haven't heard of, it's like kind of one where I want to convince brand new people that go, okay, this guy is actually worth checking out. Okay, and if they're fans of the person, and if there's fans of the person, they'll get a huge kick out of a lot of the stuff that I'm doing in there. So it's the gist.
And you know what's funny about what the fuck was
feedback?
I thought I heard that old dial-up thing going.
That's what. Yeah, right.
But Oh yeah, from the beginning. Oh, it all comes full circle. But oh Jesus,
Rookie, there's a message for Rookie. Adjust your bunny ears, man. That's the problem.
But in all seriousness, though, the compilation video that we did do has over 4,000 views. So it's got about 1,000 views an hour. That fucking asshole outside just ruined that moment. But it's gotten more views than it has any of the other compilation videos, because we actually did do every single one, which was really awesome. But at any rate, thank you guys for coming here. I was very excited about this show, and it was really good. Despite what I said about the anime shit, I really enjoyed the stream. I enjoyed, just this whole day has been awesome, and I'm on cloud 9 because the guy that we actually did do that compilation for, Mr. Ballin, he has like over 3 million YouTube subs, and he actually watched it, and commented,
nice.
Which is amazing. So I'm on cloud 9 on that right now, and on top of this, having this panel of totally different people that I've met in different stages of my YouTube career. It feels great. It's a good combination. I love each and every single one of you, everyone who's liked, subscribed, and has been hanging out and having a good time. Love all of you guys. Peace and love. Have a great day, and we'll see you all next time.
Well, thanks to the lame ass security, I'm going home.